Hello and welcome back to HCS Anaheim's regional finals, and we're getting right down to the nitty-gritty of this tournament. We're going to be starting to send people home very, very shortly. Two teams not going home just yet, it's for damn sure. It's going to be Fnatic and Cloud9. That's who we've got up next. It's going to be a tough task here for Fnatic.
Oh, for sure. I know they're coming off a win 3-2 against UIU, whatever you want to call them. But, you know, Cloud9 obviously is not UU at all.
Yes.
They are the big dogs, the biggest dog, Clifford, if we're making this, you know, comparison. But it's gonna be an uphill battle for them for sure.
Yeah, looking at some of the game types that we have as well, we've got Recharge, Oddball, Street, Slayer, Live Fire, Strongholds coming up, and we'll talk about them and discuss them a little bit. But let's talk about Fnatic, or indeed maybe even Cloud9. Penguin, Eco, Renegade, and Stellar. They've been looking invincible so far, going unbeaten in their pool. They're showing no signs of slowing down, even beating Sentinels, one of the top 4 teams in the country yesterday, 3-0 in a convincing fashion. They look dominant, and you couldn't bet against them to go on and win this whole thing. Oh,
no, for sure. And then we have Fnatic. You have Envoy, Super CC, Jazero, and Septify.
I love the way he's like just calling the slider. Slider's a phone now. I love that from him, from Jazero. So fair play to him. And Envoy, the clutch factor of that yesterday. These boys have been in now 3 Game 5s, and they've managed to come out on top and win all 3 of them. So UIU was the most recent victim of that. They've sent them down to the lower side, but what you have now as a result of winning that series is the privilege of playing Cloud9. That's not exactly a reward, is it?
Definitely not, especially like you said, they've been going to a lot of Game 5s, and unfortunately for Cloud9, you can't afford that. You have to come out strong early on, and you have to keep that momentum throughout if you want to, you know, secure this victory against them. But like I said, it's going to be an uphill battle.
It's going to be an uphill battle. Let's talk about maybe some of the things that Fnatic need to do. We've seen them struggling against some of the maybe lesser teams. We say lesser teams almost, that seems disrespectful, but they're playing against Cloud9 now, one of the best teams in the country, like we said. So what are going to be the keys to success for the likes of Fnatic here? What can they do to maybe put it up against them, or is it just going to be a learning experience for them?
I want to say it's going to be a learning experience, but I learned the hard way yesterday. You know, I was gunning against KC last night.
What happened?
What happened? They won. So, you know, I ate my words. So you can't count them out. But, you know, I think if Fnatic comes out strong and plays more aggressive, grabs the power weapons, grabs the power-ups, they might stand a chance. And if they take one map off Cloud9, I think that's a win, honestly.
Well, we're in sunny California, but one man who prefers it nice and cold is Penguin. Let's take a look at his stats from yesterday, and indeed today if we need to. 154 kills, 144 deaths, and 89 assists. He's involved in a lot of gunfights, Jet.
Oh, yes, he is. Very impressive stats put up by Penguin, especially when you know you have 3 other Lords at this game on your team. Putting up those stats alongside of them is extremely impressive.
Yeah, I've seen someone tweet now it's basically a 4v3 whenever Cloud9 plays. 3 of the best players in the game and a Penguin. So how can you not beat a Penguin? But he is that impressive, and he's integral to that team's success.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Well, we'll be looking at the game types very, very shortly. Of course, this is a best of 5 in the winner side of things. So if you do lose, you're not out of the tournament just yet. You have a second bite of the cherry down in the elimination bracket. But you want to make sure you can do it here and now. We've seen some good games, of course. If you're interested in tuning into some other games, you've got twitch.tv/Halo. Here we are. Many thanks to Xbox wearing the green to represent. You see me. And also we have a C&D stream as well. Not casted by anybody in particular, but if you want to see those gameplays, you're more than welcome to it. But right here, right now, we've got Fnatic up against Cloud9, like we said. And Fnatic looked a little bit ropey in the online tournaments, but they've managed to show some form here and today.
They do have a lot of talent, for sure. I've been watching them since, or at least on board, since Halo 5. And there's a lot of skill, there's a lot of passion, and they're a very aggressive team. And same with Cloud9, you know. Cloud9, they know they're the best. You know, they can probably win a game without calling out. They can just soar at everything. So I think Fnatic, their best bet, instead of playing on the defensive, like I said, they just need to, you know, put on a show. They just need to fly out faster than Cloud9. It's
one of those things for Fnatic, isn't it? They have nothing to lose. They're expected to lose here, so why not go out there and put on a show and try to do as best as you possibly can? And with players like Envoy looking to make a name for himself and perhaps improve, and his team to get even better. Look at these stats from him. 275 kills, 283 deaths, 149 assists. What's so impressive about that is this team has been to so many Game 5s, so played so many close fights, and that's his spread across the whole tournament, so that's really impressive from him.
Oh yes, putting up 275 kills in this tournament is extremely impressive. I know he has a couple more deaths than kills, but you know, that doesn't matter. If you can translate all those kills and those deaths towards objective, you know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, but 275 kills, insane.
Yeah, Envoy is definitely a player that's been getting quite a lot of love. There's other players, of course, who have been performing out of their skin. Jazero's been there or thereabouts too. This is, you know, one of their I guess this is the sort of experience you want to put down to. You want to do as best as you possibly can here and put all the things that you learn over towards Kansas. But of course, we still have to get through today. And let's look at the series layout. Oddball Recharge is our game 1. Slayer Streets game 2. Strongholds Live Fire. And if we need them, we hope we need them. We may not need them. CTF, Aquarius, and Slayer Bazaar. Jen, talk to me about some of these game types.
So Recharge, Oddball, Fnatic actually won 2-0 versus SSG. So that was a nice strong win coming from them.
Yep.
You know, SSG has a god squad. They have Ace, they have Tylenol, a couple of big dogs on that team. But you know what? This is Cloud9 we're talking about. This is not SSG. It's gonna be a tough one. But I think, you know, they could take this game 1. If they get control of the shock rifle, the Mangler, there's just so much going on. I think they can take it.
So SSG going into yesterday's action were our 7th seed. Cloud9, though, they are, like Jen says, the big dog. So it's one thing to do it against SSG, another thing entirely to do it against Cloud9. Will it be raining by the end of this series? Will Cloud9 punch their ticket towards the next round? Only time is going to tell, and we're underway.
Starting off with Envoy here, pushing the Mangler spawn, trying to take out members of Cloud9, trying to secure this camouflage. 2 members actually fall for it, Cloud9 there.
2 members down then. A piece. Camouflage popped to the chest of that man Envoy, and he's got the Mangler, and it does exactly what it says in the tin. It does be mangling people's shins left, right, and center. Coupled with a Shoryuken, it can get the job done. Envoy drops down bottom middle after getting tagged up in the back. That information is going to come through. The camouflage player has dropped down towards bottom stairs. Penguin caught unawares here. Almost whiffs the shots, does Envoy, but he gets the job done in the end.
Yeah, this is very dangerous.
Oh.
I spoke too soon.
Oh.
Once again, I was going to say this is going to be very dangerous for Cloud9 on board with the Mangler and the camo, but ends up going down. Renegade with the shock rifle. This is a dangerous combination you do not want to see, especially early game.
There's not many players I want to play against with a shock rifle. Least of all, it's going to be Renegade, but fortunately for Fnatic, they've shut him down before he can get ahead of steam.
Looks like Fnatic's trying to get this ball back into red.
Can they get it over towards red?
I don't think so. I think Cloud9 is putting up too much pressure. I don't think they exactly know where to go with this ball. They're just sitting long haul, which can be a tough position to be in, especially if Cloud9 decides to pinch.
One of those situations where you put your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye, and that's exactly what we've seen there. Ball will go down. They've kept some scrappy time, though, all this while. Super CC going to rotate that ball towards Pipes and to his teammates. Stellar's in hot pursuit with the Mangler over towards that Pipes area. Clearing his corners nice and easy. Heading in, and kills go heavily in favor of Cloud9 here. 3 dead momentarily. A Pipe set up for Cloud9. Uh-oh, Fnatic are in trouble.
Oh, yes, that was a beautiful push by Cloud9. I don't think Fnatic knew exactly what to do. I think they panicked a little bit, but they weren't exactly able to play that ball out, allowing Cloud9 to rack up some ball time.
Ball time racked up then. 26 seconds and counting. Renegade has gone down. That will make this push a little bit easier for Fnatic. Not much, though, as Eco answers back. Super CC, though, picks up a huge double kill, firing shots Nanger down towards Eco. Unable to get the job done, though. Gets reset. Swords drop down bottom middle. We see a repulsor down there, too. There's a lot of goodies to pick up.
Oh, yes, I think Camo went down as well. I'm not sure if Eco was able to get that burn off. So Sword, Camo, and Repulsor were dropped bottom mid.
Grapple hook then picked up by Renegade. Great war of attrition from him. Picks up the sword, spots 2 members up in that top ledge. He decides, nope, I don't want a piece of that. They're going to recognize then Renegade has that sword over towards Pipes. Rotate that ball away. We're in danger. You see that bottom elevator. Super CC goes and tries to play for a trade. Unfortunately for him, unable to get much cooking. A ball has been played out bottom middle, but unfortunately straight to the hands of the boys on Cloud9. Renegade soars in bottom tower, shut down, and 2 members of Fnatic looking to push out over towards tower side.
I like that play there by Septify. He knew he was in trouble, tried his best to move out of bottom elevator and throw the ball as far as he possibly could and get that ball away in the open so his teammates were able to spawn up and try and slay members of Cloud9.
Fnatic putting in a really good performance thus far. 65 seconds on the clock. They've got a sword as an insurance policy over towards this top A area. Unfortunately, Stellar spots out that sword, the blade just shimmering around the corner. He knows he is unable to push that. And all this time, Fnatic have been scoring points, but unfortunately for them, 3 men go down. 4 actually, as a matter of fact. Ball down and played ball. So great plays out of Fnatic. Cloud9, they've started this series a bit slow.
Penguin's lurking about inside red base with the sword. Extremely dangerous. I know when I play matchmaking, I like to set up inside either red or top A with that sword. You know, once someone peeks into that doorway, they're donezo. They're dead.
They're donezo. It's a GG. It's a no-re. Fight's going down right here. One thing that's not GG, no re, is this game right here, right now. Penguin's got the sword over towards Longhall. Surveying his options, getting his shields back. 20 seconds, though, is all Fnatic need to win round one. Spots out that player, Septify, trying to hide bottom middle, unable to do so, though. And Super CC's got the camouflage, and his teammates got the sword. Eco Smith, completely unaware of the player behind him. CC gets that back smack. Renegades over towards bottom pipes. He's probably going to have to play that ball. He does, loses his life in the process. Stellar goes down too. Two members up apiece. And unfortunately here, camouflage player caught in a corner, stuck with nowhere to go.
Fnatic up by 40 points. It seems like Cloud9 is doing a great job of slowing out, but they can't translate those kills to any ball time. They're down by 40 seconds. Eco goes down, Envor wins that gun battle, decides to challenge Longhall, and I'm not sure if he knows that Penguin is there.
Envor just need to hold his nerve here. Faced with many members, swords out, perhaps a misplay there. Didn't give Penguin the respect that he deserved, but Jen likes what she sees.
I love the ego chows, man, especially in tournaments like this. And, you know, going up against a Cloud9 team, you know, you got to go for the highlights. You got to do it.
As a result of that one death, though, it did make Cloud9's job a hell of a lot easier here, Jen. 3 members go down for Fnatic. The first man to fall was Envor, soaring out towards top Longhall, and that might just hand the impetus and the initiative over to Cloud9. They're starting to score some points.
Yeah, unfortunately, Envor dying there did leave that door open. Renegade knew that they were going to spawn there. On C decided to hold up with the sword, took out 2 members of Fnatic, and they just keep racking up the ball time.
84 then, to just about 70 points. Cloud9 have closed that gap. They cut that deficit that was double the points at one stage, all the way down, and very dangerously closely here to taking the lead. Any second now, Penguin's got the ball, and it's only a matter of time before he does take the lead for his team. Sword comes through for Super CC, but unfortunately he is eliminated, and ball time scoring has stopped momentarily. Penguin picks it up, though. He's in a precarious position down towards back batteries, only requiring 14 seconds though. Fnatic need to get him off this ball quickly.
Looks like a new camouflage is coming up. I think Fnatic has to decide if they want to go for this camouflage so they can make a play for this ball, because they are running out of time. It looks like Cloud9 needs only 9 seconds to win this. With a ghost lunge, ends up getting the kill on Stellar regardless.
Does he prioritize the ball here? His team only need 15 points now. Ball in hands for Fnatic. Can they cause an upset here in round one? Really taking it to them all game long. Just need to keep the ball out of the Cloud9's hands. Unable to do so, though. They're racking points down towards bottom batteries. They only need 5. 2 members go down, though. One apiece. Envor and Penguin in the respawn screen. Ball in no man's land. Nobody in a position right now to pick it up. 6 seconds is all that separates these two teams. With a minute 30 on the clock, Eco's got it in his hands. He's going to be able to get a ticket away. Round one. Cloud9.
That honestly was an extremely close game. I didn't think it was going to be that close. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect Fnatic there, but that was beautiful. You know, if they come out just as strong this next round, I think they can take it over Cloud9.
Will the win be out of Fnatic sails now? Coming so close, yet so far from taking round one. Super CC dives down bottom middle, trying to contest that camouflage, unable to do so. Easily dispatched by the boys on Cloud9. Camouflage into Penguin's chest, and he's sliding around everywhere.
I know we were highlighting Penguin's stats earlier with it, like all of his kills and deaths and whatnot. If you look at the scoreboard, he actually has 79 seconds of objective. So it's so phenomenal that he's putting up all these kills and still goes for objective as well. You can tell this guy is just a well-rounded player.
Something we seen yesterday was actually on the FaZe team. Boo Boo Doo Boo picked up the ball, got 100 seconds in a round without getting a single kill. So FaZe played, for large parts, a 4v3, won the game. Not what we're seeing here, though. Closely contested game, only separated round one by 15 seconds or so, less than that. But the early scoring going in favor here of Cloud9. Sword in the hands of Penguin 2. What can he do with it, though? Out of his usual Alps, away from the North Pole. What can he do here?
Absolutely throwing a million nades. I don't know how he keeps getting more, but he seems to be lurking about this pipes area.
Seems like they're starting to time grenades. That's how the meta started to evolve. Timing grenades, timing utility. That's what separates some of these best teams. Those repulsors, those swords, they mean a lot. Transitioning advantages into serious scores on the board. Envor, though, picks up 1. CC picks up a double kill. And they're scoring points now. And all this time, all the control that Cloud9 have, they're 4 dead. And they only got 20 seconds of ball time. Yeah,
it looks like Fnatic is rotating this ball out towards B where the sword spawns. I do like holding the ball in that position, you know, especially against a team like Cloud9. You just have a spot to easily play that ball, especially if you get like 1, 2 members dead. Cloud9 will take that opening. If they kill one person, they're going to soar in. So it looks like Stellar got that kill there. They're going to push into tower and push J0 here with the ball.
So
and he just plays it off.
So important that you mentioned that too. That insurance policy, right? That you play the ball, you don't lose any more score. And just like that, it's a 1 second game, Jen.
Yeah, that was a very smart play by Fnatic. They know Cloud9, you give them an inch, they're going to take the mile. They're just going to soar at you. One dead. They just know. They have that confidence. So that was a great play there by Fnatic playing the ball.
3 dead momentarily for Cloud9 after that ball being played. And just like that, that play ball, Jen, meant that the map was reset. And all of a sudden, Fnatic in map control once more, scoring some more points.
And they have the camouflage.
It's all looking Millhouse right now for Fnatic, as round 1 did, as Cloud9 started off a little bit slowly. Fnatic looking to cause that upset. And what a statement it would be if they could do it here in game 1. Really set the tempo for the rest of this series. But unfortunately, for Cloud9, they find themselves down by 30 seconds or so now. They need to get themselves right back into things, but we've seen them be here before, and they answer all the questions.
Oh yes, they just need a good round of slays and push into this pipes area. No, Fnatic doesn't have anywhere to play this ball. They can throw it out bottom mid, but Cloud9 is just such a slay-heavy team.
Fnatic, though, creeping ever so slowly over towards that 100-point threshold to take round 2 and tie up this game. Playing ball down the bottom middle, they've been so objective efficient here. Whenever they realize that they're not in the advantage and the ascendancy of the game, they play that ball out. Both teams trading back and forth, both 3 members down momentarily. The map's been reset once more. 2 members go down for Fnatic.
I do like Fnatic how they do play the ball so frequently. You know, you don't have to rack up like 20, 30 seconds at a time. If you get that scrap time and get the slays, you can just pick the ball right back up and just keep, you know, stacking and stacking that ball time.
Fnatic, 27 seconds away from securing round 2. They've been here already though. Cloud9 managed to bounce back. The pendulum swung back in their favor. Super CC though, looking to make sure that doesn't happen again. 25 seconds racking up here. J0's gone down, but 3 dead now momentarily for Cloud9. Fnatic only need 20 seconds. They've got that pipe set up. J0 waiting to come off the respawn to help his teammates, but they're very, very close here to tying up this game.
They already know that Cloud9 is going to spawn A, anticipating that pipes push.
How good is your hold here? Hold your metal. Super CC getting tight up the back, goes for the challenge. Unfortunately for him, Penguin had the ice. 9 more seconds required for Fnatic. Has to be perfect Halo here for Cloud9. They cannot afford to let this slip. Camouflage in the chest of Septify, picks up the ball, prioritizing that instead, drops it to his teammate. I love this from him. Dangerously close to tying up this game, only needing 4 more seconds. Stellar trying to do as best as he can, but no, Fnatic take round 2. We're all tied up.
That was great gameplay by Fnatic. Cloud9 seemed like they were getting pretty sloppy there at the end, doing solo pushes, just getting absolutely obliterated by Fnatic. So I'm surprised they, you know, didn't push calm, cool, and collected, you know, like, hey guys, like, let's push together. Because I feel like they could have wiped out Fnatic, but Fnatic played that phenomenally, I think.
Fnatic playing expertly. Cloud9 showing a little bit of desperation over towards pipes, running in single file to death and gunfire. We have seen Camouflage drop down bottom middle, coupled again with that Mangler. We see it time and time again. It can be a deathly combo.
Oh yes, and he's already focusing his sights on Eco. Top red takes him out. I think there's another player in the attic.
Player in the attic. Stellar though, aware of the Camouflage. Mangler pre-nades that, denies that territory, backs the Camouflage player down, but Stellar cannot rest easy knowing that Camouflage player is still lurking around in the shadows.
I like this play here by J0. Instead of pushing out, you know, dying for free, getting a trade, he decides to
he's
play this
behind enemy lines
slow.
here. He's got 1 kill. He's backed out. He's traded off. Gets the 1 kill, says he's happy enough with that. Septify answers the call as well. He picks up 1 in the kill feed. It looked though as though momentarily it was a triple kill on the cards.
Yes, I think, honestly, I like that play from J0. He didn't go for, you know, the flashy triple kill. He decided to pick off 1 player and wait for his team to push in behind him, just so they can minimize their deaths. Less deaths, more ball time. And as you can see, they are scoring points. It is 18-5 currently. Fnatic up in this round.
Fnatic up once more. What a story this would be. Penguin shut down. Stellar on the respawn screen also. Envor on the other side of things. It's a 3v2 momentarily. J0 just going to join him momentarily in the black screen. Renegade picking up 1. This collapse coming through, but they've had this pipe set up for a very, very long time. Fnatic really making a game of this. Trade comes through. It doesn't actually. Renegade manages to survive, but ultimately put down by Envor, so traded out in the end. 2 dead for Cloud9. It looks as though they haven't even got the second gear yet.
It is very interesting. I think they're still going for these solo pushes.
Going for the solo pushes, much to their detriment at the moment.
I know they're good, but you know, you can't 1v2 in this game. There's just no way. You're just gonna get outshot. So I think, I don't know if their coach or someone on their team just means like, hey guys, like, wait for me. You need to push in with me or we're gonna lose this game.
Coach needs to start grabbing players by the ears and saying, listen to me, this is what we're doing from here on out, because we are in big trouble of losing game 1. Mangler, though, not able to be used into any sort of efficiency there. And 2 more kills, 4 dead momentarily for the boys on Cloud9. Fnatic looking so good.
Oh, if you look at the scoreline, Fnatic is heavily outslaying Cloud9. I feel like that's so strange to see, especially from this top dog team. Oh my goodness, it's just, this is their playground.
Super CC slicing and dicing. Player set up over towards tower, another kill for Super CC. Picks up the ball, a little bit of camouflage left in the tank as well. He's still got some batteries left to play with there. But he's opting to pick up the ball instead with the sword in the back pocket if he needs to. Options to play it left and right. Penguin gonna be the first point of contact. Make that a mistake. Renegade's not gonna pay the price there. Trying to flank in down low. Super CC knew it was coming. And all of a sudden, Fnatic 25 seconds away from winning game 1.
This is a beautiful performance by Fnatic. Honestly, I'm shocked. Like I said, you can't count them out. You know Cloud9 is pretty much the best team, it's safe to say, in this tournament. But Fnatic's putting up a really big fight. That was, as I say that, Renegade with a beautiful double kill.
Renegade gets repulsed over towards Sword, manages to find his footing and get a double kill. Incredible plays out of Renegade.
Although they are down by 70 points. Hopefully, you know, after that big double, that could change the momentum of this match. So hopefully they can rack up a decent amount of ball time here on the top A spawn.
Is that the shock to the system that Cloud9 need to spark right back into life? They have got somewhat of a setup over towards bottom left. Penguin, you know, engagement here with Super CC. Wisely decides to back down. Renegade's going to pick up the pieces there. 2 dead for Fnatic, 1 on the side of Cloud9. This should result in some more scoring. They're starting to close that gap. The wheels are starting to turn.
I like that play there by Fnatic. Instead of, you know, pushing all willy-nilly into like trying to kill the ball there, they decided to play it slow, you know, grab that camouflage. I'm not sure whose hands that camouflage ended up being in, but I know it ended up in Fnatic. But they can afford a couple seconds of ball time to secure that power-up.
Prioritizing camouflage. They've had such good control of it all game long, and now they've got the ball in their hands once more, playing it whilst getting a couple of scrappy seconds along the way. 82 points now on the board, locked in for Fnatic. They only need 18 more. And round 1 didn't go their way, but they're making sure they're making a real series of this here. 2 go dead for them though. They have to be careful not to get overzealous, or they risk throwing this all away.
This is a huge pickup for Stellar. He has the sword, you know, I feel like this can change the momentum of the game as well. You know, the sword is extremely deadly. You know, there's a lot of corners you can hide in with this weapon, especially when you're holding the ball, you know, either top red or top A. You see Stellar's just crouching here with the sword, just waiting for his next victim to turn that corner.
Rolling and patrolling with that sword. Waits for that player just to step out just a touch. He swings and he misses, but he locks on in the end to spare the blushes of him and his team. He gets that kill. Ball's been dropped though over towards Fnatic. Penguin picks up 1. Super CC trades that one out. 4 dead almost momentarily. Sword player comes in, but he's got the repulsor. Stellar's been pushed back, but he's been chased in so. Oh my word! Stellar gets a kill, but it's traded out, and the ball's been whisked away by Jazero.
There's so much going on here, but Jazero ends up slipping away with this ball, gets a couple more seconds of ball time. Unfortunately, falls 3 dead for a second for Fnatic.
10 more seconds. This game very close to being a 10-second difference in the scoreboard. Cloud9 need 20, Fnatic need 10, but this push has to be perfect. Unfortunately, Eco has the sword patrolling over towards Long Haul. They need to make this push now, and it has to stick. 1 goes down, Eco picks up the first, and that's going to make this push significantly harder, more difficult to push. Septify goes down, that trade is going to be huge. 4 more seconds required, but all of a sudden, Super CC's got the ball, trying to whisk it away. Renegade picks up 1, only requiring 4 more seconds, just needs to milk as long as he can. Getting tagged up in the back, not going to be enough. Fnatic comes so close, yet so far. Cloud1 take game 1 of our Oddball on recharge, 2-1. What a performance out of Cloud9. They started a bit slowly, but the plaudits have to go to Fnatic. We thought that was going to be a blowout.
I wasn't even playing, and I was stressed out. I'm not going to lie. They had me for a second. Fnatic played phenomenally. I know they lost, but this shows, you know, they're not going down without a fight. I really believe that they could have taken that first map.
The real surprise package of the tournament has been Fnatic performing admirably in Game 1. Have it all to do in Game 2 in our Street Slayer. Let's take a look at the stats. What's jumping off the page for you, Jen?
Envor, 38 and 27.
Envor doing things that Envor does once more. 38 and 27 against the best team in the bloody game. Looking at the stats for Cloud9 though, Renegade putting up some serious damage, but Stellar, a man more known for doing the objective work. Look at the slays out of him. Look at the damage out of him.
10k damage out of him and Super CC. Honestly, the kills look pretty even. You know, if Fnatic puts up these stats like the next game, I think they can take it. Street Slayer, it could be anyone's game.
You actually look at the score in total, you see 281 was how much ball time Fnatic got, 220 for Cloud9. So if you weigh up, if this game wasn't round-based, Fnatic win the game.
For sure, and I firmly believe, you know, they can come out strong on this Slayer. I think they can win it.
We always say anybody can win a Slayer, but it's not even a puncher's chance. After that first game, all of a sudden we think Fnatic are here to play.
Oh, for sure. You know, I keep saying if they come out strong, you know, Cloud9, I'm not sure, you know, like what they were thinking. If they were like gonna like mess around, they're like, oh, like Fnatic, like, you know, we're the best in the game, we don't have to try. But they were being a bunch of silly geese. You know, Fnatic almost pulled the rug out from underneath them. So, you know, they just need to like sit up, pull their pants up, and, you know, they gotta try.
Silly geese standing on a rug. That's an image that's just been painted for me. But looking at the series layout, Cloud9 2-1 in a very nail-biting Game 1, it has to be said, Jen. That was a pleasure to watch. Slayer on Streets coming up next, but with the way Fnatic played, they're in with a real chance here of tying up this series.
Oh, for sure. I think the last time we saw Fnatic on Slayer Streets, they barely won against G1. I think the score was 50-49. It was a close one.
50-49. Fnatic don't like doing it easy. We've seen that in Game 1, how close they come, but this time not enough in the tank to get the job done over Cloud9. We're doing a fly-through of Livefire. We might have it. Yeah, interesting. I'm pretty sure it's Streets as a series layout.
Silly goose.
It's very possible. There we go. Look at that. Just like that. We're on top of things. We had you fooled. Haha, you thought we were going to Livefire. It's actually going to be Streets. Let's talk about some of the weapons that are going to be important. That Bulldog going to be instrumental.
Oh, yes, especially for a team like Cloud9 that loves to be in your face, flying at you. Bulldog, you want to secure that before them. You want the rockets before them. You want to pick up everything, basically, before Cloud9. You want to leave them with the BR. You want them at, like, the least advantageous position as possible.
Cloud9, one of the best teams in the game, movement-wise. You want to keep that Bulldog out of the hands of a player like Penguin. A Penguin with a Bulldog in his hand, going to be an impressive sight for anybody. Here we go, though. Game 2. We're underway, and Renegade started off hot with a double kill.
3 dead going down. 4 dead for Fnatic right off the bat. Okay, we are looking pretty for Cloud9 fans here.
4-1 right off the bat. That's not going to be the best of starts for Fnatic to settle the nerves.
Oh, yes. Fnatic's like, okay, let's restart.
Actually, my control pad DC'd. Can we do this again? Rocket launcher in his hand, though, for Eco. What can he do with it, though? Over towards his bottom tower, looking towards Cafe, with menace in his eyes, destruction in his hands. Super CC picks up 1. That's going to help the cause immensely. Envor scampers away, and he's going to lose his life as Eco after that. 4 dead now, almost. Stellar last man alive. 7-5, we've got a 2-kill game.
Oh, yes. Honestly, I was a little nervous there. Cloud9 knew that Fnatic was going to spawn on that P Street. They were already set up to collapse on them, but thankfully Fnatic, you know, was able to outmaneuver, outslay them there. Otherwise, this, you know, could have snowballed right off the bat.
Thank God they managed to catch themselves before it did turn into that snowball situation. Slowing Cloud9 down is super, super important. They're on the back foot here for a moment. A 4-man push over towards PD. Fnatic almost holding hands. Jazero, Envor pick up 3 collectively, but a double kill answered back by Renegade. It's a 1-kill game. Make it all tied up. We've got a game in our hands.
Oh, for sure. I think that's how you have to play this game. You know, you got to have 2 or 3 players push at a time. You want to catch Cloud9 by themselves. Otherwise, it's going to be almost impossible to beat them because they just win their 1v1s so easily. Like, it's just easy for them. You know, you got to push together.
Speaking of 1v1s, it was almost a 1v2 there for Renegade. He still almost came out on top, getting Envor down to just 1 shot. So 1 whiff burst would have been enough for Renegade to pick up 2. Stellar, though, microwaves 1 away into dust particles in that tires area. Gets shut down eventually, but the damage has already been done. 16 kills now to 15. Fnatic still in touching distance. Renegade, though, rocket launchers in his hand. It's going to be instrumental to see what way this game shakes out.
You know, it's so interesting. I feel like watching this tournament this weekend, a lot of players are actually picking up the Sentinel Beam. Am I missing something, or am I just bad with it? I feel like mine does not shoot the same way that these pros can shoot it.
My one starts aiming for birds and all sorts of animals and hitting shops, windows and stuff when I'm trying to use it. I definitely can't hold it long enough on an enemy, but some of the best players in the game know how to utilize these weapons much better than I ever could. And I'd tell you something, Fnatic have just taken the lead.
I think that's what separates pro players from, you know, like the normal Mansies.
People with no thumbs.
No comms, yes. Because they are utilizing everything in the sandbox. You know, you see these pros pick up the Needler. Like, I pick up the Needler to troll, but these players are absolutely shredding everyone in their path with the ARs, the Needlers, the Sentinel Beams. They are utilizing every single weapon and equipment on the map, and they're thriving with it.
Unbelievable scavenging. Look at that, though. Stellar steps out, sticks one grenade to Super CC's face, says see you later, with the blue tack still fizzling away, blows him out of his boots. Secure that kill for his team. Fnatic still have a 2-kill lead, though. Penguin getting isolated back tower by 2 members of Fnatic, and a double kill for Super CC once more. 27-23 here. Still in the lead.
Renegade earning that top gun medal, sitting at 12 kills now. Nice double kill from Renegade there. I think he's about to go on a tear with his Sentinel Beam.
Shut him down, please. Thank you. There it is. Onboard obliges. Tower, though, not a safe place to hide. No sanctuary to be found there. He gets eliminated. 27-29 the score now. Been super impressed by Fnatic. Really putting it up against some of the top dogs. This is exactly what they need to do. When an org like Fnatic pick you up, this is exactly what they expect.
Oh yes, this is an extremely fast-paced game. Even entering kind of late game here, 28-31, they are still, you know, flying at one another. It has not slowed down one bit. So I wonder if once we get into like the 40s, if they're gonna start slowing down, or Fnatic's just gonna keep, you know, flying, getting in their face, because I feel like if they keep doing that, you know, they might pull off this win. I feel like it's working for them.
Well, one thing that'll help you stop players flying at you is some anti-air weapons. Rockets go down, though. Drop shield gets deployed. Not in the nick of time this time, though. Rockets over towards tires, gets that player down to no shields. Uh-oh!
Keeping his body warm, okay.
I see you, Stellar. If that was Penguin, I'd make the reference that he was heating up his egg, but unfortunately there, it's going to be Stellar this time. Shots on the Super CC top tower. Jazero's in big trouble too. But he gets shut down. 3 members up here. To the Cloud9's 1, they found him too. Eco's been eliminated. 38, excuse me, to 33.
Fnatic answering back that body disrespect with a round of slays. They are up by 6 kills, 7 kills.
Body
getting out of control.
You would have to be winning the game. You're going to be doing that sort of stuff. Otherwise, you risk having egg on your face. But we'll see very shortly if it was all for good reason. Jazero picks up 1. That's going to help his cause. Penguin caught unawares there, but that flank through red room. Beautiful movement out of Onboard once more. Shots at the Renegade, though. No shields. Can't quite get the job done. Renegade prioritizing surviving. 4 dead here momentarily for Fnatic, though. It's a 5-kill game. This next set of rockets is going to decide who wins this.
You know, if it's anyone who can ice up in this game, it is Cloud9. They're only down by a few slays, but, you know, they're inching closer and closer to that 50. So this rocket launcher is especially important. It looks like Renegade is... Actually, he's just flying in. He's like trying to pick off all these kills here. This could be super tough.
Hungry for the kills. Onboard, though, in PD. Shuts him down. Put him in the jail cell. Onboard with the wiggle. Deco, though, comes out on top. Needs that kill. Gets it. Rocket launcher's just popped up. Stellar picks up one on the Skeptify as well in the kill feed. Renegade's going to lose his life in the process.
With the rocket launcher.
It's a 3-kill game. Rockets down bottom middle. Penguin looks to be the first one to expose himself and step out there. Super CC being backed down to a corner. Septify and Super CC get the job done. It's a 2-kill game. Fnatic need 3.
Bodies are just falling left and right.
Rockets fired in.
They need 1.
Only 1 to tie up this series. Do not throw it away here. Jazero, it could be you. Penguins gets back down over towards PD. He's stuck in a corner now. They need to not overextend here. Stick goes through, no! And lands onto Eco. Super CC with that clutch. Stick onto the boys on Fnatic. Coming up clutch. Onvor, Super CC, Jazero and Septify making a game of it, making a series of it. They tie us up.
That was unbelievable. Honestly, they didn't even slow the game down at all. You know, they played Cloud9's game. They were soaring and just doing it better, you know, and they came out on top. So that was a phenomenal game by Fnatic, and they show, you know, we can beat this team. We can be the better team.
Game 1 was so close, and in fact, they managed to rack up more oddball time, but lost the game. Game 2, they looked pretty bloody good. Now we're all tied up. We're heading into game 3, going to be live fire strongholds. I do worry now this might be a task too far. They might have bitten off more than they can chew, but one thing's for sure, they're looking really good.
They are looking very good. You know, the bonus for this next map, you know, there's a sniper, and I feel like no matter whose hands it falls into, Cloud9 is just going to be beaming. So I think as long as, you know, Fnatic keeps the sniper out of their hands, this could be a win as well. You know, they showed up today.
They're showing up, they're showing out. Unbelievable performance out of the boys on Fnatic. I'd love to take a look at the stats very shortly to see exactly what way it shook out. But one thing we can talk about is the absolute control. You talked about it in the game. They didn't show them any respect. They kept flying at them time after time. I
don't think Cloud9 was expecting that, you know, and they used that to their advantage. They just kept getting in their face, you know, applying the pressure. And Cloud9, you know, I think it was like the same as game 1, you know. They just kept getting in like 1v1s, like 2v1s. Like Fnatic just played it better.
So, okay, we see how good Fnatic have been, right? And let's not get a mistake in here. They've been very good.
Yes.
Cloud9, though, they're on the back foot. They're supposed to be the best team in the game, and they're struggling against Fnatic here, who up until now were, you know, in that 8 to 16 seeds range.
You know, some teams, they play better when, you know, they got their backs against the wall, you know. So I think Cloud9, they just really need to step up this next map. Otherwise, I think they're going to lose full control of this series.
Here we go then. This next map, going to be live fire. Strongholds is going to be the game. Going to be very important. Like Jen says, keep Cloud9 away from that sniper rifle. Any single member of that team gets their hands on it, you're in big, big trouble. We've seen Fnatic play really, really well in this map in the past up against SSG, baiting players to that sniper rifle. Well, we're going to need something similar to happen here if they're going to stand any chance of winning this game. But we're about to get underway, Jen. I can't wait to sink our teeth into it.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Over shield. It's going to be so, so important for the team. Either one of them needs to control it. We're going to find out right here, right now, who's going to do the best job of it. 2 members of Cloud9 split the resources right down towards bottom, middle, and dummies area. And 2 kills have gone in favor of both teams here. They've traded that out evenly, but A and B in control of Cloud9, along with the Heat Wave 2. Stellar takes down Envor, but Penguin's lost his life elsewhere.
You know, I like Fnatic. I feel like other teams, you know, they kind of like focus on, I think Renegade is always in the spotlight when you talk about Cloud9. I think other teams, you know, focus on shutting down Renegade, but they fail to, you know, realize that everyone else on Cloud9 is just as good. You know, you focus all your attention on one player, the rest of the players are just going to, like, delete you off this map. But I think Fnatic is pretty good matchup. You know, they are pushing every single player on this team. They're not focusing anyone. They're just flying. They don't care who you are.
No respect given. No quarters. Stellar finds one player positioned over towards top middle. He's got that camouflage. He does enough to get 1 kill, but it's traded out. The grenade pops up into the visor, Septify, and puts him in the respawn screen. All this time, though, Super CC. More of that, please. Add that to my basket.
He's sitting at 5 and 3 already early in this game and has a sniper rifle. This can be super dangerous for Cloud9 here.
2 strongholds, and now a sniper rifle very shortly in the hands of Eco. We spoke about how this could be a detriment to anybody's health. Septify, the last man alive. He's over towards B. They don't know he's there, but it's a triple cap. They're all going to spawn over towards green. Collapse coming through. Septify is eliminated, deleted. Fnatic are in trouble. Oh, see you later. Renegade hits the repulsor play, but ultimately loses his life. Trying to get flashy with it. Penguin gets one of the kill feed. Septify and Super CC answer back, though. 3 members up here for Fnatic. This is where you start making inroads into that score. Septify soars out, wins that gun battle. Big play from him.
Getting that player off of a tower was a huge move by Septify. You know, that tower player, Penguin, he can just light people up. He has the sight lines for top mid. He has the sight lines for Nest. He can be watched like down.
Oh, okay. Super CC.
He is on fire.
With the awareness of a god, spins on a dime. Here's that sound from the grenade bouncing off the floor and takes down that camouflage player to really flip the script. That's exactly what you need to turn this game around. Unfortunately, in the meantime, they've gone 3 dead. And Penguin's starting to convert B and locks it in for his team.
Yeah, it seems like Fnatic is starting to feel themselves, especially Super CC. He's like, Cloud9 who? Like, they can take this map. You know, they just need to keep up this confidence and this aggression.
Cloud9 looking to reinforce. put an exclamation point on why they're one of the best teams in the game, if not the best team. Coming off the back of a first place tournament, looking to make this a 2-peat in their hands in their second chip. Eco goes down though, as does Penguin. That's 3 dead now for Cloud9. This is where Fnatic need to start making some moves. Some hesitation on the side of Super CC, it seems, and if you do too much of that, Cloud9 will make you pay.
Nice picks here by Super CC. Hopefully Septify is able to help him, and they get that double kill without trading any lives.
No
Beautiful
trades.
teamwork there.
Beautiful teamwork. 2 go dead. Renegade and Eco sent to the black. Super CC comes off the respawn. Snipe shot. A warning shot. Do not strafe to your right, or that would have hit you. That's exactly what they need to do. Show some map presence. Envor doing just that. Picks up 2 in the feed. Seller gets up close and personal and gets a whack of a baseball bat in the shape of a sniper rifle. 3
dead temporarily for Cloud9. It looks like the camouflage is coming up soon. Jazero with the sniper. This is a pretty good setup for Fnatic here, you know. If they get this next power up, they could start racking up a ton of points, you know, kind of get this game to slip away from Cloud9 here.
After a slow start, Fnatic showing signs of life here. Clawing their way right back into things here. Cloud9 on the back foot, as they have been many times in this series already. Fnatic giving a really good showing. Drops into the hill, tries to get that kill. He was a little bit weaker, and you can see Penguin putting a lot of emphasis on that sniper rifle, pinging it for his teammate. We call him Penguin now. Sniper rifle picked up by Renegade, and the last man you want to see that sniper rifle in the hands if you're a Fnatic fan. Oh, body shot into Jazero. That'll crack his shields, send him back towards home base. He steps out again, gets out of line, and Renegade.
They really need to take out a Renegade up here with the sniper rifle. This is probably the worst spot you want Renegade to be in, because he can just, you know, delete all these players off the map and just keep racking points for Cloud9 here. They're just slowly slipping away from Fnatic.
Oh!
Oh my god.
The patience of Renegade lining that shot up, picks up a double kill, drops down behind 1, chasing Super CC. His teammate might get the job done, and Renegade gets it in the end. Fortunately for him, timing does not in his favor for the triple kill. But when Renegade starts to heat up, you spoke about it, Jen, get the sniper rifle out of their hands. They haven't done so.
That was a huge momentum piece there for Cloud9, just taking out players left and right. The scoreline is 161-69, slowly getting out of the hands of Fnatic.
What a difference a sniper rifle can make. A killing spree for Renegade, and he's not done just yet. He's hungry for more, licking his lips at the chance of getting face to face with somebody now. With this Mangler, up close and personal, crouching around, waiting for someone to expose themselves, but unfortunately for him, he stepped out at the wrong time. Penguin with that heat wave, getting aggressive, gets shut down. It's exactly what Fnatic need. 3 go down, take control of the map.
This should allow them to take strongholds C and B, unless Super CC decides to help his teammate on B here, trying to kill Stellar before his teammate falls.
Engagement goes down, Renegade comes out on top though. 2 kills in favor of Cloud9 without losing a single soul in the process. More shots fired out across top middle. Back and forth, this game goes, swings and roundabouts. Sniper rifle spawned up once again. Renegade coming off the respawn is going to fancy a piece of that. Heat wave dropped. Straight to Penguin's path. I love this play. The team works on point, fires 2 shots, but 3 members of Fnatic turn to face him. 193-81 the score here. Fnatic have not too many pushes left in them. They need to start playing on the same page right here, right now.
That was a great play by Fnatic. How do you kill someone on Cloud9 with camouflage heat wave? You just send 3 of your guys at him, and it worked. Just overwhelm him. All
the resources sent top middle. Gets the job done. Not necessarily always a recipe for success, but right here, it's got the job done for them. 193 now to 93. On the scoreboard, and Renegade does it again. Finds the face of Septify. Dipsy doodling around the door, tries to expose himself once more to Super CC. Ultimately, he gets shut down, but the damage has been done. Renegade's on a tear.
Looks like Fnatic here is racking up some points. Ego's lurking bottom mid with the heat wave, probably waiting for his teammates to spawn up, asking, you know, what's the play, guys? We need to cap a stronghold. They're going to catch up quick, you know, if we don't go do something. As
many kills as Renegade's been getting. The score, the strongholds, still in favor of Fnatic here. Picks up 1 player, no shields, as he was downstairs, waiting on the camouflage, almost like a bus. Unfortunately, it's not going to be coming anytime soon. Trying to contest this hill. Unfortunately, Penguin has had enough messing around. Sniper rifle in his hand, no shields though, so be a little bit tepid and stepping out. Super CC positioned over towards top nest. Information being passed through to the sniper rifle. Can Penguin find the face of a player here to really open up the map? Zero's going to be the first point of contact inside A. Fortunately for the team, Penguin didn't even have to get involved. This team take care of business there. 2 kills though for Fnatic. It's going to be Stellar and Eco in the respawn scheme. Renegade's got the camouflage and the Mangler once more. They only need 50 points to win game 3.
Yeah, it looks like Cloud9 is pretty stacked up here. You said he has a camo Mangler. I think Penguin still has the sniper rifle. This is a recipe for success if they play their cards right.
Recipe for success for one team, recipe for disaster for another. Renegade gets shut down though before being able to get cooking with that camouflage. Gets one, but it's not going to be enough. Repulsor, Renegade runs out of, or excuse me, Penguin runs out of ammunition there. And Septify makes him pay as a result of that. 4 up here for Fnatic, 2 down for Cloud9. They're starting to turn the screw now. Triple cap in full effect here. Wiggles coming through the death dance, and Jazero gets that kill.
You know, Super CC is going off this game. He is at 18 kills. You know, he needs to be shut down, you know, if Cloud9 wants to keep racking up these points. But Super CC seems to be, you know, on fire, feeling himself. He does not want to lose this game.
Look at the Claws team to victory here. 2 strongholds all this time still in their favor. Sniper rifle misses that shot, whiffs, swing and a miss. Unable to connect with the wig. Gets shot in the back. Weapon's going to be dropped down. Renegade sees that. And you know, he likes shiny things. The sniper rifle is just that, like a magpie. Picks it up, shoots that dead body, makes sure it's dead. Soul has left its body, confirmed. We're seeing Cloud9 starting to get a little bit of a setup here. B and C. Fnatic set up over towards A, trying to make that rotation top, middle, and C. Play call has been made. Camouflage is being picked up. No, it hasn't. Another 20 seconds or so as I get ahead of steam. But they're making that rotation. You can see it's going to be the C hit. Envor with the backstab. 2! And Renegade finds 1. Anybody else steps out, they're going to get their business handled too. Envor gives Renegade the respect he deserves. Renegade doesn't quite get there in time to contest that hill. Repulsor comes through. Not going to be able to send them off the map though. And Renegade makes them pay.
That was a huge win there for Renegade. Taking out Envor there, they're able to take that B stronghold back, and now they are scoring points. It looks like it is a 10-point game here. Fnatic needs to rally up and, you know, go for a stronghold.
Triple cap though, about to be in effect, and unfortunately it looks as though Fnatic have run out of steam here. 2 more points to secure the game, and there it is. Cloud9, they wake up, they take game 3, they regain control of this series. They're on match point.
I don't know if like, Cloud9 is fully woken up though. This was a close match, you know? I feel like, you know, Fnatic still is in this series, despite being down. I think they are still in this series 100%. The way they're playing, the way that Super CC is playing, you know, they have that confidence, they have the passion. I don't think they're shut down quite yet.
Not quite out of it yet. If they win this Aquarius CTF game that's about to rock and roll onto our screens, we'll be heading to a Bazaar Slayer for game 5. But looking at the stats, the tail of the tape, Stellar has 17 kills, but like you highlighted, Super CC with 19.
Unbelievable performance by him. Only 17 deaths, he went positive. I think across the board, you know, the stats are relatively even. It's just an even matchup, you know. I feel like when we see Cloud9 up on the stat screen, it's just a blowout, you know. But this just shows like how evenly matched these teams are.
Septify goes minus in the kill feed, but manages to match his teammate Jazero for damage, so nothing to say there. Super CC though, far and away the rest of his teammates, 5,400, and Renegade tops the damage dealt there category, but very closely behind them is going to be Super CC, so he's trying to do the best he can to get his team into this series, and they almost eked that one there.
Who do you think is going to take this Aquarius CTF?
Aquarius. Yeah, I think Aquarius CTF is going to be one of those game types that I think favors the boys on Cloud9 a little bit more. I'm super impressed with what we've seen with Fnatic, but I think this might be one too many of a tough task. I
think I agree with you there. I think, you know, Cloud9 is going to thrive on this map, but I want the underdog to win. I'm not going to lie. I do want Fnatic to pull this off, but I think the cards are against them on this one. I think Cloud9 is just unstoppable. Even if they're not on their A game, I think they still have an edge.
Well, what we've seen there is we get confirmation of the bracket. Oddball 2-1, 50-47 Slayer Streets. Fnatic roared back into life. 250-171, a close game, but unfortunately, Cloud9 get the job done. And up next, like we spoke about, Aquarius CTF is going to be super important here. Camouflage, we've seen it time and time again, in control of Fnatic. They were getting it most times, and you can see why they were seeing some success, but unfortunately, the sniper rifle time and time again found its way into Renegade's hands, and that man was on a tear.
Oh yes, and you know, you have the thruster packs, and Cloud9, they love being in your face. With these thruster packs, they can pull it off, you know. It can be a very dangerous game here for Fnatic, but I think if they fight fire with fire, if they play very aggressive, you know, try and like you know, outplay them and be the faster team, I think they can pull this off. But I guess we'll have to see.
Here we go then. Super CC through his eyes and ears. He immediately puts pressure over towards bottom middle. Picks up Penguin, trying to scarp her away with the camouflage. He's unable to do so though. That's exactly the kind of start that Fnatic need. But he goes behind enemy lines. He's already got control of their utility.
Yeah, a great kill there for the camouflage. They don't have to worry about him, you know, sneaking up behind them and taking them out. Super CC playing his life extremely well here. Unfortunately, it looks like Cloud9 is running this flag, despite his efforts.
It looked as though the map was in favor of of Fnatic, but somehow, some way, the flags ended up at Cloud9's doorstep. Unbelievable flag run, it must be said. But Envor's got the opposing flag. We're going to have a little bit of a standoff here, but 2 members make it 3 members down. Envor, the last man alive in his base, he's got Eco to contend with, and he's going to come out the worst for wear there. Return's going to come through. We're going to see Cloud9 perhaps go up 1 as the flag just gets away from him. Unable to get his hands on it. Stellar's going to run that one in 1-0. Cloud9.
Unbelievable. You know, I don't think some of these teams expect a flag pull right off the bat, especially when, you know, you would expect Cloud9 to go for all these slays.
Let me highlight something for you, Jen.
Yes.
Cloud9, up in the game.
Yes.
Stellar and Eco have yet to register a kill. How has that just happened? Make it make sense.
You know, when my teammates in matchmaking go for the flag right off the bat, we do not get that cap. 0 times out of 10 do we get that cap. But Cloud9 pulling off the impossible. This is why they are, you know, one of the best in the game.
It shouldn't work. It does work somehow. Cloud9 make it work. They force it in, force it home. They go up 1-0 in the game. Penguin puts J0 away. Dispatches him. Super CC's got those sizzle sticks over by Electric Avenue, and Super CC's getting into an engagement and comes out on top. Unfortunately though, Stellar there to trade it out. Good communication out of Cloud9 to clear out that danger.
Penguin sitting at 8 kills right now, absolutely just wiping the floor with Fnatic, doing all of the dirty work as his teammates, you know, run the flag. You need that player, you know, that has a strong presence on the map, just absolutely annihilating everyone. I'm sorry, having a stroke, I think, watching this game right now. But Renegade with the camouflage and the heat wave, extremely dangerous combo, especially in his hands, trying to sniff out this player.
Sniff out that player, he does.
He does.
I don't know what cologne he's wearing, but remove it.
But it looks like Fnatic is actually running their flag.
Fnatic has flag, not running it in any way, shape or form quickly though. It looks as though it's going to be a bit of a scrappy one. More born out of necessity than privilege. J0 forced to drop down bottom middle. Going to be faced with Stellar here, who gets that melee. Information will come through. Can J0 scarp her away with his life? Looking to do so. With Cloud9 looking to get that finish. Returns very close to coming through here. Flag gets touched, so it's kept alive. 1 member down a piece. Septify though, he's going to fall too. Double kill for Super CC to keep this flag alive.
Looks like it's going to be a 1v1 situation. Super CC versus Renegade.
Renegade gets away, almost giving up the flag cap there, it would seem. Once that thruster pack didn't come out on top from grenades come through, not going to be enough, we're all tied up.
Amazing flag cap there by Super CC. Instead of chasing that kill in utility, which he could have lost, by the way, if he went for that kill, they would not have gotten that flag cap. So that was great discipline. You know, he didn't get stat hungry there, went for the cap and tied up this game 1-1.
1-1. 4 dead though for Fnatic. Flag's going to get pulled out. Fridge spawn's going to come through. Renegade has managed to get away almost completely scot-free. Going to slide down here, pick up that flag. Grenades come through, not going to be able to do enough. He's down to half shields. Opts to turn around, recognizing he's probably going to be in hot pursuit of him. Flag gets pulled out on the opposite side. Penguin comes out on top in the kill feed onto J0. 3 dead momentarily. And we're just moments away from Renegade punching in flag 2 into that podium. 2-1, they regain the lead.
I love this start off of Cloud9. They came out strong. You know, Fnatic put up a little bit of a fight, but they're up 2-1 in this map. I think they can keep up this momentum. You know, I think they're starting to get their rhythm, and I feel like this game could, you know, get out of Fnatic's hands.
Rhythm, in fact, isn't the dancer. It's Cloud9. That's exactly what's happening here. Renegade has picked up 2 back-to-back unanswered camouflages for his team to 0. He's going to get turned into mush. Renegade puts in a double kill for his team. Flag is already over the halfway point too, just surveying the land. Envor has been spotted out back base. That one burst is going to help Stellar win that fight. But somehow, some way, Envor has managed to come out on top. Trouble in paradise, maybe, perhaps. Envor scrambling here, but taken care of by Renegade.
Renegade just being the cleanup crew here. You know, if you allow a player like Renegade to just, you know, traverse around the map and like pick up all these kills, you know, you might as well just end the game, you know? But I think Fnatic's doing a really good job putting up a fight. They're actually running this flag. Turns around to fight Stellar here. If he wins this gun battle, unfortunately falls. I was going to say he might have been able to get into his own utility.
Almost able to escape with his life.
Almost.
Stellar has other ideas though. Penguin trying to help his team as best he can. Eco picks up one in the feed, but Envor turns 1 to 2. It's a double kill. Zero keeping this flag alive. Envor trying to escort it all the way home. Sizzle Sticks picked up and planted over towards that pistol. That's going to tag up anybody in touching distance. Envor trying to do what he can, but Eco barely misses, and he doesn't do so here, not making mistakes.
Great win there by Septify. Is going to have to hold back Penguin, otherwise, you know, I feel like they could run this flag, but thankfully he had another team member there, takes him out.
Stellar last line of defense. Unfortunately for him, he gets traded out. We should be all tied up. Are tied up.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
2 to 2. Fnatic keeping right in this.
This is stressing me out. This is a great series by Fnatic.
I don't have much here, but I tell you something, it'll be gone by the end of this series if it keeps going in this vein. 2 go down, make it 3 momentarily for Cloud9. Super CC, the latest person to get a kill. Camouflage though. This is the first time in a long time they managed to get their hands on it, and it's got the heat wave too. They're starting to show some signs of improvement.
I love this play by Septify, you know, just lurking about bottom mid, trying to feed information to his teammates. Slowing the game down just a little bit, you know. Knows there's 2 players up on P, it takes out 1.
Takes out 1.
Takes out 1, trying to play his life. I like that, how he didn't ego chow there, decides to, you know, make more use of the camouflage.
Jen says she likes that he didn't ego chow, but other times she loves when people ego chow. You're very hot and cold.
I just love
Halo.
Halo.
Well,
I love ego chows when they win.
only talk to Jen if you're winning.
Yes.
That's how she deals
I
with
only
people.
speak to winners, I'm sorry.
Envor trying to get in touching distance with his teammate, and as a response to that, gets naded down to no shields. Septify surveying the land, almost playing security with that heat wave, applying pressure this entire time.
Very interesting play. I feel like he could have kept running it. I'm not sure if there was like a lack of communication there or what, but I feel like he could have thrown it out a little more. He was kind of just traversing the back. Base gets taken out.
He really made a meal of that one, and as a result, he has been taken care of, dispatched. Super CC will send that flag home, so no damage done. 2 dead momentarily for Fnatic, 3 alive for Cloud9. They're going to look to take some map control, but Envor slipped in behind enemy lines over towards P side.
Yeah, we got about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this match. The stat lines are pretty even, you know. You got Renegade and Eco with 15 kills each, Stellar and Penguin with 13. The slays are, you know, pretty even. We got Envor running this flag, able to take his slays and turn them into OBJs, already getting into his pink door. It's safe to say this could be a cap.
Opportunity then, fumbles the flag just a touch. Will that delay be a hindrance to him? Getting tagged up though, is able to punch it home. Hold on a second, folks. Fnatic have taken the lead here. We could potentially be going to game 5.
I can't take this. This is insane. Envor, good trade there with Eco. That could have been dangerous combo. I think he had the heat wave there. Penguin with the camouflage though.
Looking for that heat wave, not on respawn though. Over towards the fridge, often where you might see a Penguin in cold situations. And that's exactly what he needs here, ice in his veins as he creeps behind enemy lines. Once more, Envor caught with his pants down. Septify though is pulling the flag out in anger. Unfortunately for him, he hasn't got the help either side of him to make this one stick. Super CC soars in with the heat wave and eliminates the camouflage equation.
Unfortunate timing there for Penguin. I think if he had like 5 more seconds of camouflage, he would have, you know, been sneaking around the corner and gotten that kill and opened up that opportunity for his team to run the flag. But that was a great play there by that Fnatic team member taking him out.
Hold has to be the call here for Fnatic. Hold as though your lives depend on it. Play defense. You only need to survive 3 more minutes of this game, and you'll be going to game 5 with the best team in the land.
3 minutes in the ring with Cloud9. Not very ideal, but you know, they're putting up an extremely good fight here.
You're not going to look pretty when it's over. That much is for sure.
No.
They will land some haymakers, but you just got to bob and weave. Duck and dive. Super CC over towards bottom utility. Eco trying to take care of 2. Super CC has done what his name suggests and evade the attentions of Eco, but he says no matter. Double kill for him. Envor takes care of business, but Penguin's got the flag on the move, and it's just about to creep over the halfway point.
Oh my goodness, 3 dead momentarily for Fnatic. think it's safe to say that he's able to cap this flag unless one member, you know, is able to overextend. Doesn't look like it. Penguin with an amazing flag cap there, tying up the game 3-3, 2 minutes left of this match.
Just locks it in.
Whew.
Dies on the spot, pays the price with his life, but it's well worth the risk. Jazero, camouflage about to pop up. Into his chest it goes. The game could very well be in your hands here, son.
He just has to play it slow, play his life, you know, decides to go for this return. I respect it, I like it. Get it back in their base as far away from the enemy base as possible. Able to pick up this kill on Penguin here. Looking for the double, gets the double kill.
Oh, okay. Gets the double. Unfortunately, taken care of though. Stellar says no more for you. Your time is up. Envor out front base. Is he going to lose his life? He is! A body disrespect too, and with the way it went, you got to respect it.
I think he was just making sure he was dead.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That extra fire.
That could be what it was. Ensuring the death. 3-3 though. A minute left in the clock. Fnatic have to win this game, remember, or they're heading down to the elimination bracket. Nobody in the Twitch chat would have given them a snowball's chance of winning this game. But here we are, so close to going to game 5. The best team in the game. Sentinels beat them, or lost them 3-0. Fnatic showing they're here to play, they're here to make noise. 45 seconds left to overtime. 2 members go down though for Fnatic. Septify evens up those numbers. Stellar though takes care of him. They're trading back and forth, and perhaps they're happy with overtime, but 2 members go down here for Cloud9. An opportunity here for Fnatic.
Fnatic just needs to keep up this pressure. Honestly, I think if they give even a little bit, you know, Cloud9's going to run away with this. So Fnatic's doing a great job just staying aggressive, you know, picking off 1-2 slays at a time.
Septify gives the wiggles. Penguin, though, answers back with 2 kills of his own. Flag has been pulled out here. Penguin slipping and sliding around that front base. Flag has been moved. Renegade's got his hands on it. He's offering to play his life here. Have they been able to send the flag home? Septify, though, desperately trying to make moves, unable to do so. And now we're down to sudden death here. Not much time left. Flag is on the move, though. All the way home. Envor! So close! Can somebody get their hands on it? Yes, they can! Septify! Incredible performance out of you. Clutch plays. Fnatic only play game 5s. Unbelievable.
I don't even know what to say. That was insane. That was a phenomenal performance. I can't even speak. I'm just so blown away by Fnatic's performance there. That's exactly what they wanted to do. You know, that's exactly what they had to do. They played perfect Halo against Cloud9 and they won, you know?
What are we seeing here, Jen?
I can't even tell you what I just saw there.
Cloud9 are a Slayer game away from potentially heading into that elimination bracket. Let's take a look at the stats. Fnatic hanging on in there, winning in the last dying embers of that game to push us to a game 5. What do you see there? Talk to me about it.
Jazero 24 and 22 with the 11 assists. That's the first thing that popped out to me for Fnatic there.
Unbelievable performance. Damage split almost evenly across the board. As much as we've highlighted Envor in the games, having a slower game in relation to his teammates in the damage category, not by enough, only by 500. But hold on a second, Bazaar Slayers are game 5. Are we flirting with the possibility of Cloud9 going to elimination bracket?
I don't even know anything. I don't know anything at this point.
What is Halo anymore? What is it?
It could be anyone's game, and that's what I love about Halo, you know, especially in the past few years, you know, you've seen the same teams on top, but for Halo Infinite, you know, it truly is anyone's game, as you can tell from this series, and I feel like Slayer on Bazaar, you know, it's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up indeed. Oddball recharge 2-1. Slayer Streets 50-47. It's important to note, last time we had a Slayer gen, it went the way of Fnatic. There's a chance here. Though. It was a close game. 3 kills. And for a long time, it looked as though they had the lead for a very long time. But can they hold out here? Can they control that rocket launcher? Can they get their hands on the overshield and all the utility to go along with it? An important piece of equipment here is going to be that grapple hook. Oh, yes, for sure. You know what Cloud9 needs to do? They just need to grab Manglers each. Manglers, Bulldog, Rockets, and it's game. But honestly, I have no idea how this game's going to go. I'm just still blown away from that last match. Fnatic is on fire, and I think, you know, they're going to take this momentum, take this confidence, and just keep steamrolling. They just need to keep up this pressure, and they will take it from Cloud9. Game 5 then, brought to you by Xbox. We're already underway. We're not messing around. We're getting hot and heavy right here, right now. Stellar over towards Pipes, gonna lose his life, and there's that grapple hook picked up by Fnatic. 3 dead here for Cloud9.
Unbelievable. I love this energy.
4 dead.
Oh, God. Okay, yep. Fnatic is coming out hot after these wins. They know, like, you know, we can take these guys down. They're not invincible. They're not immortal. Like, we can win this. And I believe that they can, too, after that hot start there.
Believe. Septify gets one with the Rockets, locks in Penguin, sends him out of town. Bar going to be taking control of, running riot here. 8-2 the score. Perfect start for Fnatic.
Against a team like Cloud9 here, you can't be a first half game, you can't be a second half game, you have to be a full game team here. You can't let up 1 inch whatsoever, and I think, you know, Fnatic has the momentum, has the energy to keep this up, and they do. Otherwise, you know, Cloud9 can steamroll right back once they get their footing.
Gotta keep your foot on the neck here. Do not let them breathe. Super CC trying to play his life, dodging left and right. Shadow boxing almost at times, but unfortunately for him, has ultimately lost his life. All of a sudden, it's a 4-kill game. And like you said, Cloud9 starting to roar back to life. They realize exactly what situation they're in. Renegade picks up one down towards Sewers. 2 kills, traded back and forth. Still a 4-kill game. You're so close. Super CC, more plays like that, my friend. And you'll be sending Cloud9 packing to the elimination bracket.
That win there, I'm sure, is fueling the fire. He's super pumped after winning that Mangler battle here on tower. I feel like when you hold this tower position, you have sight lines, you know, people trying to cross that truck, people going for that overshield. So Super CC holding this position is extremely dangerous here for Cloud9.
Overshield, the Jen speaks of, coming up in 5 seconds. Trades come through in the shape of a Mangler melee. Septify picks up one in the feed. It's a 5-kill game. Overshield has just popped. It's in the hands of somebody. Where's it gone? It's in a Fnatic hand, and he's pushing over towards lockers. He's got menace in his eyes, not falling for any ninjas. He means business.
Super CC playing the series of his life right now. I feel like he's been so consistent these past few games, and it's really showing in this one too. He is sitting at 8-2 right now, Jersey. 8-2. Unbelievable performance.
8-2. Penguin 0-4. We have a goose watch right now.
You got a penguin egg.
Penguin out in the sun does not fare well. That's what we're seeing here. Can Fnatic hold their bottle? Giving away 1 kill, that will open up the possibility for the map to change control. Super CC looking to play his life, waiting on these rockets. Up in 15 seconds, they're trading back and forth all this time. Still a 5-kill game.
It is a 5-kill game, and despite Penguin having
Stellar.
4, beautiful double kill by Super CC.
Super CC locks in 2. Eco and Penguin combine to take down Envor, but Super CC answers back once more. Can he secure the rockets? Yes, he can. 1 fired, 1 secured, killing spree. Eco, though, pops his shield. I love this, back down. Do not ego chow. You're gonna have the game of your life here, fella.
I love that play there by Super CC. You know, he could have ego chowed. I love the ego chow, but decides to play his life, live to see another day. Ends up getting a kill on Stellar as well. Didn't want to lose that rocket launcher because, you know, that's at least a free kill, free double kill for the enemy team if it fell into their hands.
It's a 10-kill game on Bazaar Slayer. Game 5 here for Fnatic. About to take the scalp of one of the best teams, the best team in the game. They just need to hold their nerve. Trade it out if you have to. It's going to seem like it's so far away here, but you're in touching distance. You almost have your hands on it.
I think the only way for Cloud9, you know, to come back is for Penguin to get his footing because he is such a demon on the map, you know. When he's on fire, he's unstoppable, just like any other member of Cloud9. But once you have, like, one player that's kind of, like, not slacking, I don't want to say he's slacking because I'm sure he has, like, a good map presence, but he's just getting in unfortunate battles where he's just getting 2v1'd. And that's exactly how teams like Fnatic need to play to, you know, take the win off of them. They just need to 2v1 them constantly, and that's exactly what's happening. You know, Cloud9 cannot get their footing in this game.
Are the tides about to turn, though? They have just got their foot in the door, kicked it in almost. Overshield now for Renegade. He's got menace in his eyes, destruction in his hands, looking to lock in some kills for his team. It's a 4-kill game. Envor turns around, stops on a dime, and puts Renegade in the respawn screen.
Oh my goodness, it's a 5-kill game here still. You know, every time, you know, Fnatic tries to slip away and, you know, branch out, Cloud9 is just right behind them on their heels.
Eco's in trouble. Manages to get a trade, though, against the odds, it would seem. Super CC set up over towards Rockets, such a difficult place to clear if you're Cloud9. But they recognize exactly what situation they're in, and Septify gets a little bit over-eager, and he's going to pay the price because of it. Needs to just temper his emotions. You're so close. Do not make misplays here. You've been playing so good all series long. But only matters here. It only matters now. 4-kill game, and Penguins got the Mangler and the kill, but it's been traded out. They only need 16 more kills, but Cloud9 are right behind them.
Super CC still on the top of the leaderboard for his team, 13 and 5. Doing a great job playing his life, not giving them any free kills here.
No free kills. No quarters. Renegade gets one with the help of the Mangler, drops it down, gets the finish with the battle rifle. It's a 2-kill game. Cloud9 are a wounded animal, and they're looking to roar back to life.
As we were saying earlier, you know, if it's any team that can ice up here, it is Cloud9. They're not going to go down without a fight. Neither is Fnatic, as they proved throughout this entire series. It's going to be, I want to say it's going to be a 50-49 at this point.
It's an all, I was about to say it's a 1-kill game. We're all tied up, 35-35. Rockets and Overshield about to pop at the exact same time. Kills have been traded, but map control in the hands of Cloud9. Overshield picked up. Can he pop it into his chest? Yes, he can. It's already down and diminished to halfway.
It's out of Fnatic's hands. That's all that matters. You know, you don't want to give them that edge with those rockets. Oddball went down with the rocket launcher. It looks like Eco is going to pick them up.
3 dead momentarily for Fnatic. All of a sudden, for the first time in the game, Cloud9 have taken the lead, and all the goodies went in their hands. Rockets and Overshield. 1 rocket left in the chamber to play with for Eco. Set up over towards Bar, calling, screaming for information. Where are the players? Who am I on the hunt for? They have full map control, and Fnatic are in retreat.
If I were Fnatic, my cheeks would be fully clenched here. Eco with a full rocket launcher. I lied. He has one shot on the rocket launcher. I'm sorry, I can't read. But still, you know, they're holed up in their base. Eco with the rockets. This is not a position you want to be in, especially when you're down 2 kills here in this game 5.
Cloud9 recognize we don't have to come to you. We're winning the game by 2 kills. And look at this. Eco's moving into Bar. He's not going to pay rent. He's coming in here for free. Going to pay the iron price. Envor going to fall to the hands of that rocket. Big trouble now. Numbers advantage for Cloud9. They're just going to bait and switch. Somehow, some way, Septify gets a trade. But unfortunately, the collapse is coming through. Zero gets 1. But it's a 4-kill game just like that. It's flung around, and Cloud9 have a 4-kill lead.
I love that play there, especially by Renegade. You know, they can afford the trade there. You know, as long as Eco got that double kill, that was beautiful.
Cloud9 have never lost in Halo Infinite. Never lost a series. This is going to be a huge upset. They were so far ahead, though. Has momentum swung against them? Have they run out of steam? Are they punch drunk now at this point? Have they given all they've got? Game has slowed down to a crawl. This next Overshield is going to be huge. Fnatic have given up full map control. They're reeling. They're on the ropes.
I'm kind of nervous here for Fnatic. You know, they were able to beat Cloud9 because they were playing them in their own game. You know, they were flying, they were playing aggressive, but now that it's so slow, I feel like Cloud9 can just, I think they got this.
Cloud9 do not have to move. And now this is going to be the catalyst. Renegade's picked up the Overshield. He's swinging in, looking to play business, looking to play ball. Septify fires 2 shots to take that Overshield all the way down to perhaps 1 burst. Not getting too much reward, not getting too much bang for his buck, but Renegade's not finished here. Chasing Super CC, he rounds the corner, but Stellar's got 1 in the feed. Make it 2, Penguin picks up another. It's a 5-kill game, and Cloud9 only need 5 more.
I like that play there by Penguin. He didn't overcommit to that player in Treehouse, and Renegade was able to help his teammate through the calls and decide to soar at him. They isolated that 1 player and was able to get 2 kills off of it.
Fnatic don't do things the easy way. They only do game 5s, it would seem, all tournament long. They've taken the best in the business all the way to the distance. A 2-kill game, all that's required. Stellar's gotten 1 of them, only needing 1 more kill to lock in this game 5 for Cloud9. And there it is, Renegade punches that one in. So close, yet so far. But Cloud9 finally clutch up. They've come to life in that Slayer. They get the job done, 3-2.
You know, despite Fnatic losing that, I think they should be proud of themselves. You know, they proved that they can go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with a team like Cloud9. I think they could have won. You know, if they kept up that momentum, kept up the aggression, I think they could have won. But you know, Cloud9 slowed down the game and eventually won it because of that.
It's very easy to feel dejected as we look at the stats. They ended up losing the game by 9 kills in the end. They were ahead at one stage by 10. But Cloud9 do what Cloud9 do, and they flip the script and they come right back roaring into life. Renegade, 15 kills, 10 deaths, 9 assists. When you need a player to step up, Renegade is there.
Oh, Renegade is like a walking turret. You know, he's like a T-Rex. He sees someone move, he's going in for the kill. And Eco actually was sitting at 16 and 10 as well. He was playing a phenomenal game there as well.
Renegade, like a Terminator. It looked as though they flared with the possibility there was a chance. I was buying into that dream. Confirmation though, 3 games have gone in favor of Cloud9. Fnatic picking up 2 in between. It was back and forth all series long. It was back and forth in the Slayer for a very long time. But Cloud9, they get the business done. Let's talk about Fnatic though, Jen. It's very easy for them to feel dejected, feel demotivated, but they just push the best team in the game all the way.
No, I honestly think they should be extremely proud of themselves. You know, they can take this loss and use it for the next series, and I think they can steamroll the rest of the competition. Like I said, you know, they took it to Game 5 against Cloud9.
All the way to Game 5 against Cloud9. Like I spoke about, no shambles when it comes to a Game 5. They managed to clutch up every single time, did Fnatic. This time, though, Cloud9 was just one too many.
Oh yeah, you know, they're unbeatable and they show why they are the best in the game. You know, they can play super fast, they can play slow, they can play at any speed, and they're still, you know, gonna come out on top. But it was a little too close for comfort. I'm not gonna lie, they had me. I thought Fnatic was gonna pull that one off.
To put this into perspective, Fnatic were outside of the top 8 coming into this tournament, and they managed to take the #1 seed all the way. It has to be said, plaudits to them, an unbelievable performance, it must be said, but the result is, regardless whether it was a 3-0, a 3-2, they're in the elimination bracket and they're playing now for tournament life. Taking a look at then how it has shaken out. Cloud9, confirmation, 3-2. Pioneers in their game, 0-0, yet to be played. Optic Gaming have taken down E United. That's your team, Jen. 3-1. They are going to punch their ticket. They're on a collision course if they can win either FaZe or Sentinels with Cloud9 in the winners finals. What a series that's going to be. Lower side then, elimination bracket. Torrent and UYU in another Game 5. That's successive Game 5s for UYU. Space Station have lost 3-1 to Esports Arena Red.
Wow.
Confirmation, that is, Space Station have been eliminated in this tournament without winning a single series. Incredible, incredible stuff. But the story is Cloud9 march on. It wasn't clean, it wasn't easy.
It was exciting though.
Yeah,
it was like, I had fun. I was stressed, but it was an amazing series to spectate.
Fnatic, they licked their wounds. G2 has their work cut out for them in the next series. We'll be looking forward to seeing what way that goes. Tony and Shyway will be up next. We're out of here.